The clock blinked 12:03 p.m., and the hum of the radio equipment filled the cramped studio. Jax Harper leaned into the mic, adjusting his headphones like a seasoned pro. He had a voice that could make morning commuters grin even when stuck in gridlock. Today's segment was a casual lunch break laughs, a mix of listener calls and Jax's off-the-cuff humor. "Alright, folks," Jax said, "the words rolling with practice is, before you burn that sandwich in your desk microwave, let me ask, what's worse? A boss who thinks he's a comedian or a mayor who actually thinks he is funny?" He chuckled, the sound warm and teasing. There was a brief pause, then a crackle from the monitor. Jax's rival, Marcus Kane, sat in the corner of the studio, pretending to be engrossed in his notes, but his fingers were already working on a small recording device hidden under the desk. The smile on Marcus' face was tight, controlled, but there was fire behind it. Before we continue, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button for more news stories. Mayor Thompson, folks, Jax continued with a wink. He came into town last week saying he'd solved traffic. The only thing he solved was making me late for my own morning show. The line went silent for a split second before an eruption of laughter from the small in-studio audience. Jax thrived on these moments, his timing was perfect. "Love you, Jackson," a caller shouted over the phone line. Jax grinned, spinning the headset around to respond, "Right back at ya. And don't worry, the mayor isn't going to read this live on air, probably." Behind him, Marcus' fingers danced over the record button. He didn't laugh. Not even a chuckle. His eyes were fixed on Jax, calculating, plotting. Then, the door opened without knocking. A young woman stepped in, a pizza box clutched awkwardly in one hand, her ponytail bouncing. She froze, taking in the scene. A radio station studio in full swing, microphones, flashing lights, and a man whose charm seemed to fill the room. "Oh, delivery for Jax Harper," she asked, her voice polite but slightly nervous. Jax turned, stuttered but grinning. "You got me. But you're cutting into my prime airtime, Miss Lila." "Lila Cruz," she said, holding out the box like a peace offering. He laughed. "Lila, you just made my segment better. Come on in, don't be shy." She stepped forward cautiously, careful not to touch anything. Marcus' jaw tightened. Lila's presence was unexpected, and the tension in the room shifted slightly. She caught Jack's mid-joke, saw the way he leaned into the mic, and something about it made her smile. "Perfect timing," Jax said, winking at her. "You just witnessed the mayor's joke. Don't tell anyone, it's top secret." Lila chuckled nervously. "I wouldn't dream of it." Marcus, meanwhile, pressed another button on his recorder. He had everything he needed. By the time the segment ended, Jax was wiping sweat from his brow, exhilarated. Lila handed him the pizza box. "You okay?" "You're really funny live," she said. "Funny? Me? No, I just talk like I think. Sometimes it works." Marcus lingered behind, pretending to check equipment. His mind raced. He had the recording he needed. He'd cut out certain lines, made the joke sound like a direct attack. Within hours, this edited snippet would be online. Within a day, Jax would be fighting for his reputation. "Hey, Lila," Marcus said smoothly as she turned to leave, "You seen all this before?" She shook her head. "No, never in a radio station. It's loud." Marcus smiled thinly, eyes sharp. "Interesting. Keep an eye on things, yeah?" She nodded, unaware of the implication. 2 hours later, Jax checked his phone between takes for the afternoon segment. His stomach dropped. Social media was blowing up. Clips were everywhere. Comments were vicious. "Mayor Harper jokes again, typical clown behavior. Unprofessional radio host." He scrolled frantically, confusion and panic rising. No, that's not. I didn't say that." His producer, Carla, approached, concern etched on her face. "Jax, it's trending. You need to address this." I don't even," Jax stammered. The edited clip had stripped context. The joke sounded like a personal insult, a calculated slight against the mayor. And it was everywhere. Carla sighed. Someone's trying to ruin you. You need proof, something to show the real context. Jax's mind raced. Who could have done this? And more importantly, how could he prove it? He looked at Lila, who had just arrived to drop off more supplies. She held her phone casually, oblivious at first. Then her eyes widened. Wait, you were joking about the mayor, right? Not like that. Jax swallowed hard. Exactly. But someone edited it, made me look like a jerk. Lila bit her lip. I heard the whole thing. I was here. I remember exactly what you said. Something inside Jax sparked a glimmer of hope. He wasn't entirely alone. Lila, could you help me? He asked, almost whispering. She nodded, determination creeping in. Yeah. We'll figure this out. Marcus, somewhere outside the studio, smiled at the chaos he'd caused. But he hadn't counted on Lila. By evening, the radio station was eerily quiet. Jax sat at his desk, scrolling through the endless comments and posts. Lila sat across from him, notebook open. Before we continue, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button for more news stories. First, she said, we need the original recording. Not the edited one. You have backups, right? Jax hesitated. The station archives it, somewhere. I don't know the exact folder. Then we go digging, Lila said with a smirk. Like detectives. For the first time that day, Jax laughed. Detectives, huh? Never thought my career would include that. Hours passed as they combed through server files, microphone records, and even security footage. Every time Jax thought they hit a dead end, Lila reminded him of details he'd forgotten, a laugh here, a pause there, proving what he actually said. And every detail brought them closer. Jax's phone buzzed like crazy, non-stop notifications. He had 3 missed calls from Carla, dozens of texts, and comments blowing up his Instagram and Twitter. Look at this, Carla said, pulling up her laptop. Someone made a meme from the clip. It's everywhere. People are calling you a joke. They think you mean to insult the mayor. Jax ran a hand through his hair. I didn't. It was a stupid joke. Nothing serious. I never thought it would go this far. Of course you didn't, Carla muttered, but someone edited it to make it sound like you did. And now everyone believes it. Jax groaned. I can't believe this. I worked so hard. My reputation, gone in a few minutes. Who does this? Marcus does this, Lila said quietly. I saw him with a recorder earlier. He looked like he wanted trouble. Jax's eyes narrowed. That little snake. He's been jealous of me since day one. I should have known he was plotting something. Lila leaned closer. We can fix it. But we need the full recording. The one no one edited. We need proof. Jax leaned back, hopeless. And if we can't find it? Then I'm done. Career over. Everything gone. Lila shook her head. We will find it. I know what I heard. I remember exactly how you said it. We just have to be smart. Jax looked at her, a flicker of hope in his eyes. Smart. Me. I can barely handle a live mic without sweating. You're crazy if you think I can do detective work. Lila smirked. Lucky for you, I like crazy. Come on, let's start. They moved to the back office. Rows of servers hummed like they were alive. Jax stared at the files, feeling overwhelmed. Where do we start? He asked, nervous. Start with the broadcast logs, Lila said. Every segment is saved somewhere. We just need the exact date and time. Jax punched in the numbers, his fingers shaking. It's recorded somewhere, right? I didn't delete anything. Of course you didn't, Lila said, rolling her eyes. but someone might have tampered with it. We have to be careful. They found the folder. Jax's heart raced. There it is. The full broadcast. Let's see what Marcus edited. Lila hit play. The room filled with Jax's voice, joking about the mayor, laughing with callers, teasing the audience. It was innocent, harmless, exactly what he remembered. That's it, Jax said, relief flooding him. This is what I said. This is the real me. Not that fake clip. Now we just need to prove it, Lila said. But Marcus will fight back. He'll deny everything. He's sneaky. Suddenly, Jax's phone rang. Unknown number. He answered. Hello. Jax, a cold voice said, I see you are looking for the truth. Careful. Some things are better left buried. The line went dead. Jax's hands trembled. Marcus. That has to be him. Lila put a hand on his shoulder. Doesn't matter. We keep going. Nothing he says can stop us if we have proof. The next morning, Jax walked into the station. The receptionist looked worried. You should see this, she said, pointing to a screen in the lobby. A new clip had appeared, another edit. It made Jax look like he had insulted the mayor even worse, saying things he never said. The comments were cruel. Marcus, Jax hissed, he's trying to finish me off. Carla tried to calm him. Just ignore it. Keep your focus. Lila and you, get the proof, release it, end this. Jax clenched his fist. I can't ignore it. Everyone hates me now. Everyone thinks I'm a jerk. And it's all fake. Lila handed him a notebook. We need to track every edit. Every post. If we can show a timeline, the original broadcast, and the lies, people will believe you. Jax nodded slowly. Okay. Let's do it. We fight fire with fire. They started mapping everything, noting timestamps, usernames, posts, edits. Every time they found a fake clip, they marked it. Each discovery made Jax angrier, but also more determined. Late afternoon, they heard a knock at the back door. A young intern peeked in. I think I saw Marcus uploading something from the storage room. He left a laptop open. Jax and Lila exchanged a look. This could be their break. They slipped into the storage room quietly. The laptop was there, files open, Marcus nowhere in sight. Lila whispered, we have to be fast. Jax nodded. He copied files to a flash drive while Lila kept watch. Every second felt like an hour. Then, the lights flickered. Marcus appeared at the doorway, smirking. Nice try, but you won't get away with this. Those files are mine. And even if you get them, who will believe you? Jax froze, feeling panic rise. Lila stepped forward. We already know the truth, Marcus. You're the liar. And the proof is right here. Marcus laughed coldly. You don't know what you're dealing with. I can ruin you completely. Jax felt a surge of anger he hadn't felt before. Try me. Marcus glared, then stalked off, leaving the laptop behind. Jax exhaled, shaking. We did it. We actually did it. We have everything. Lila smiled. Told you. Detective work isn't so bad. Jax laughed, though it was shaky. Yeah, as long as you're doing it. I'm terrible at this stuff. They returned to the office. Jax plugged in the flash drive. The files showed not just the original broadcast, but hidden camera footage from the studio. It revealed Marcus manipulating the recorder, carefully cutting parts to make Jax look bad. See that? Lila said, pointing to the screen, he did all this. Every edit, every fake post. He planned it all. Jax felt a mix of relief and fury. I can't believe he's this low. He's going to pay for this. Lila hesitated. Be careful. If he knows we have this, he might try something worse. This could get messy. Jax nodded. I don't care. I want the truth out. I want people to know what really happened. By nightfall, they had a plan. Jax would go live in the morning, show the unedited clip, prove his innocence, and expose Marcus. Lila stayed with him, reviewing the files, making sure nothing was missing. Tomorrow is the big day, Jax said quietly, nervous. If this goes wrong, I could lose everything. You won't, Lila said firmly. We have the truth, and the truth always wins. Just trust me. Jax looked at her, feeling something he hadn't felt all day. Hope. Relief. And maybe, gratitude for having someone in his corner. He leaned back in his chair. Okay. Let's do this. Tomorrow, it all ends. The morning sun hit the city, but for Jax Harper, it felt like a storm. He walked into the station, his phone buzzing non-stop. Every notification made his chest tighten. Jax, Carla said before he even said hello, the mayor's office called. They want a statement. Social media won't stop. This is huge. People are losing it. Jax sank into his chair. I can't even read all this. How did one stupid joke turn into a full-scale attack? Lila leaned over his shoulder. It's Marcus. He's good. He knows how to twist things, how to make you look like the bad guy. But we can fix it. We just need the proof ready. Jax rubbed his face. I feel like everyone hates me. Callers, listeners, even my coworkers. Some of them whisper behind my back. Carla shook her head. It's worse than that. People are making memes, videos, even fake news articles. They cropped the clip, added subtitles, made it sound worse. It's everywhere. You're trending for all the wrong reasons. Jax groaned. I'm not even mad at Marcus yet. I'm just humiliated. Lila gripped his hand. I know it feels impossible, but we have the unedited clip. Once people see it, the truth will come out. Jax stared at her, a flicker of hope fighting the panic. You really think so? I know so, she said firmly. That morning, Jax went on air for a short segment. He had to keep talking, but every word felt heavy. Oh, good morning, everyone. This is Jax Harper, his voice shook slightly. I want to address something going around online. Before he could finish, the first caller came in, voice sharp. Jax, did you seriously insult the mayor like that? Everyone's talking about it. You're a disgrace on the air. Another caller, more sarcastic, chimed in. Wow, Jax. Didn't think you could be more unprofessional. Guess I was wrong. Jax tried to explain, but every time he spoke, more callers shouted, insulted, or hung up. He could feel his confidence draining fast. After the segment, he sat back in the studio chair, his head spinning. I can't do this. I can't face them. Everyone hates me. Lila sat beside him, trying to calm him down. You will face them. But we fight smart, not panic. We make them see the truth. I don't even know if anyone will care, he muttered. They will, Lila said. We just need the right moment. And Marcus isn't going to win if we play this right. Jax and Lila spent hours tracking every post, every edit, every comment. It was exhausting. Look at this one, Lila said, pointing at a video. He edited the pause here, cut your laugh, added subtitles that you never said. This is how he makes you look like a jerk. Jax leaned over the screen, anger rising. I can't believe he's this cruel. I mean, how low can someone go? Lila shrugged. Low enough to ruin someone's career. That's how low. But that doesn't mean we can't fight back. Hours later, Jax had a notebook filled with screenshots, timestamps, and links. Every fake clip, every edit, every lie was logged. This is our evidence, Lila said. We can show the real sequence of events, prove what actually happened. Jax felt a surge of determination. Yeah, we can do this. I won't let him win. Just when things were starting to feel under control, Carla came running in. Jax, you won't believe this. There's another clip. Marcus somehow got access to a segment we didn't even know was recorded. And he edited that one too. Jax threw his hands up. Are you kidding me? How many fake clips does one person need? Lila stayed calm, flipping through the files. It's just another layer. We can handle it. Focus on the proof we have, the unedited clips. The more he attacks, the more he shows his guilt. But people are already attacking me, Jax said, voice cracking. I feel like I'm drowning. You're not, Lila said softly. I'm here. We are going to get through this together. We just need to stay smart. Lila suggested they gather more evidence. If Marcus is this bold, he'll do something stupid. We just need to catch it on camera. Jax agreed, though reluctantly. They followed him after the station closed, keeping a safe distance. Marcus met with someone at a cafe, laptop open, clearly working on more edits. See that? Lila whispered, he's still plotting. He hasn't stopped. Jax clenched his fist. That's it. I'm done letting him control everything. They took pictures, notes, even recorded part of the meeting from a distance. Every small detail could be used to expose him. Back at the station, the staff were gossiping, whispering, casting sideways glances at Jax. Even coworkers he trusted seemed unsure. I can't believe this is happening, Jax said quietly to Lila. It feels like everyone's against me. You're not alone, she said firmly, we have the truth. That's stronger than any rumor. Suddenly, Marcus walked in, smirking. Still trying to clean up your mess, Harper? Jax's jaw tightened. You've gone too far. Everyone's going to see the truth soon. You regret this. Marcus laughed coldly. We'll see about that. People like you don't survive long in this business. Lila stepped forward, fierce. Not if we expose you first. Marcus paused, a flicker of doubt crossing his face, then left without another word. Lila remembered something. Wait, Jackson, the pizza delivery girl from yesterday. She heard the full conversation. She could be our witness if we need someone to verify what really happened. Jax nodded. Yeah, but how do we find her again? And will she even help? She will, Lila said confidently. She's honest. And she already wants to help you. They tracked Lila Cruz down and got her to the station discreetly. She confirmed everything, every word, every pause, every laugh. Her testimony would be crucial. This changes everything, Jax said, feeling a weight lift off his chest. We finally have backup. Just when things were looking better, Marcus struck again. He leaked an exclusive clip to a popular online news outlet, edited so badly it made Jax seem aggressive, rude, and offensive. The comments exploded. People were furious. Jax felt sick. Lila grabbed his arm. Ignore it. Focus on what we have. This is just another attempt to distract everyone from the truth. We have proof, and we are going to use it. But it's everywhere, Jax said, panic rising. I don't know if people will even believe the truth. They will, Lila said firmly. We just have to stay calm and strike at the right moment. Jax nodded, taking a deep breath. Okay. Let's finish this. No more running. The night before the big broadcast, Jax Harper could not sleep. His apartment was dark except for the faint glow of his phone, buzzing constantly with notifications. Every buzz felt like a punch in the stomach. Comments, messages, calls, videos. They all screamed the same thing: you're a liar. You're a joke. You humiliated yourself. Jax sat up in bed, rubbing his face. His heart raced. His chest felt tight, like someone was sitting on it. He had the proof, the unedited clip, timestamps, hidden footage of Marcus, but right now it didn't feel like enough. He felt trapped. What if people don't care, he whispered to himself. What if they believe Marcus instead? What if everything I've worked for is gone? His phone buzzed again. Lila's name flashed on the screen. He hesitated, then answered. Jax, hey, I wanted to check in, she said softly, worry in her voice. How are you holding up? Terrible, he admitted. I can't sleep. I can't stop thinking about what could go wrong tomorrow. What if the live broadcast just fails? What if Marcus messes with it? What if I look like a fool again? Breathe, Lila said, calm but firm. You have the truth. You have the proof. You're not alone. We go in together, and we deal with whatever comes. I don't feel strong, Jax said. I feel like I'm going to crumble in front of everyone. Good, Lila said gently, that means you care. But caring doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. And that's why people will believe you. Not just the clip, not just the proof, but you, Jax Harper, the real person. He stared at the phone, her words slowly sinking in. Maybe she was right. Maybe he wasn't completely doomed. The next morning, the city felt grey and heavy. Jax sat in his car outside the station, watching people walk by, oblivious to the storm he was about to face. Sweat trickled down his back. He gripped the steering wheel like it was a lifeline. I can't do this, he muttered under his breath. Lila sat in the passenger seat, her notebook and laptop on her lap. You can, she said simply. You've survived worse, remember? And today you're not just surviving. You're proving yourself. He tried to smile, but it didn't reach his eyes. What if Marcus has another trick up his sleeve? What if he posts another fake clip in the middle of the broadcast? Then we deal with it, Lila said. We react. We stay calm. That's why we gathered all the evidence. Every timestamp, every hidden camera shot, every fake post, everything. He's exposed no matter what he tries. They entered the station, and the lobby felt hostile. Some coworkers gave Jax looks that lingered too long. Others whispered behind his back. Every glance, every half-smile, made his stomach tighten. Focus, Lila whispered, noticing his tense jaw. Not everyone is against you. Most people just don't know the full story yet. He nodded, taking a deep breath. The production team was busy setting up the studio. Lights, cameras, microphones, monitors, all glowing, all waiting. Jax felt like a fish on a hook. Okay, he said finally, I'm ready. I think. Let's just get this over with. They went into the control room, surrounded by blinking consoles and monitors. Carla gave Jax a reassuring nod. You'll be fine, she said. Just tell the truth. That's all anyone can argue with. Jax adjusted his headphones, staring at the mic. Every sound felt louder than normal. The red on-air light blinked, taunting him. His fingers trembled as he hit the controls. What if I stumble? He whispered to Lila. You won't, she said. And if you do, I've got your back. I feed you cues, reminders, whatever you need. Just focus on being real. He closed his eyes for a moment, trying to center himself. Thoughts raced, Marcus lies, the social media chaos, the people calling him names. He felt trapped in a storm, waves crashing over him, and yet, somewhere deep, a spark of determination flickered. He opened his eyes. Okay, he said, voice stronger, let's do this. No matter what happens, we fight. Truth first. Lila smiled, proud. That's the spirit. Now, let's go live and show everyone who you really are. The first few minutes on air were tense. Jax's voice shook slightly, the usual confident humor absent. But as he introduced the segment and started explaining the situation, reading out messages and comments, people on social media began noticing the shift. He wasn't lying. He wasn't defensive. He was real. Lila monitored the live feeds, whispering cues. Talk slower, Jackson. Emphasize the timeline. People need to hear it all. Jax nodded, taking a deep breath. He described the day of the original broadcast, his joke, the context, and how Marcus had edited the clip to make it sound insulting. Every detail was vivid, every hesitation, every laugh, every caller remembered. On social media, responses began to change. People debated, questioned the edited clip, and started sharing messages of support. A producer whispered, "It's working. People are starting to see the truth." Jax felt a small thrill of hope. But Marcus wasn't done. The red on-air light glowed like a warning. Jax took a shaky breath, adjusting his headphones. Lila's hand brushed his shoulder. "You've got this," she said softly. "Just tell the truth." He nodded, but the pit in his stomach felt like lead. Sweat ran down his back. Every sound, clicks, hums, distant traffic, felt amplified. "Good morning, everyone," he said into the mic, voice trembling slightly. "This is Jax Harper, and I need to clear something up about some clips going around online. They made me look like I insulted the mayor, but that's not what happened." He hit the play button for the unedited clip. His voice, full of laughter and harmless jokes, filled the studio. For the first few seconds, nothing dramatic happened. Then, the first calls came in. "Jax," a listener shouted over the line, "I can't believe it. This is totally different from the clip I saw. I think I misunderstood." Another caller chimed in, "Wait, this is real. This isn't fake. Oh my God, everyone's been spreading lies." Jax felt a flicker of hope. His hands, still trembling, gripped the microphone. He looked at Lila. "It's working, right?" "Keep going," she whispered. "Tell them everything. Don't leave out a single detail." Minutes into the broadcast, Marcus made his move. From outside the station, he hacked into the live feed, overlaying a fake warning on the streaming app. "Warning, Jax Harper is lying. Video manipulated. Viewer discretion advised." Jax's live feed froze for thousands of viewers online. The phone in the studio started buzzing like crazy with text and angry notifications. Listeners calling in were confused. "Oh. I'm not sure what's happening," Jax stammered, panic rising. His confidence wavered. Lila's face went pale. "He hacked the feed, he's trying to sabotage it live. He's dangerous, Jackson. Be careful." Jax clenched his jaw. I can't let him ruin this." Then came the dangerous twist. Marcus wasn't just trying to sabotage his reputation this time. He physically broke into the station. Security cameras caught a masked figure attempting to enter the building from the back door. Carla noticed and froze. "What's that?" she whispered. Lila grabbed her arm. "Marcus, he's here. He's going to try something else. He's desperate." Jax felt panic shoot through him. This wasn't just a digital attack anymore. Marcus could actually cause real harm. He whispered, we have to finish this live. We can't stop now." Carla nodded, moving to alert security. Lila stayed by Jax, whispering, "Stay calm. Focus. The truth is on your side. Don't let him scare you." The calls poured in, viewers typing rapidly. People were confused about the freeze, but many recognized the original clip playing in the studio. Jax, shaking, took a deep breath. "People, listen. Something's going on. My feed was hacked, someone is trying to stop me from showing the truth. But here's what actually happened." He repeated the timeline, every detail, every laugh, every context. Lila fed him cues, emphasized the laughter, mentioned the caller's reaction, stressed that the clip online was edited. Somehow, the live broadcast survived Marcus' interference, but the tension was unbearable. Every second, Jax could hear the security guards running through the halls, Marcus' movements outside. Then, the big dangerous twist hit. Marcus cut the building's power in the control room, causing alarms to blare, lights to flicker, and monitors to go black. "Jackson!" Carla shouted. "The feed, everything's down." Jax's heart pounded. Sweat ran down his face. No, no, we're not done yet. Lila grabbed his arm, pointing at the emergency backup console. Use the secondary system. You can still broadcast through the studio's emergency line. Hands trembling, Jax hit the backup controls. The mic crackled, the sound distorted, but he was back on air. His voice was raw, full of tension. Everyone, stay with me. Something dangerous is happening. Someone is trying to stop the truth. But listen carefully, this is what really happened. He played the unedited clip again, this time over the emergency feed. It was distorted, but the truth was audible. Listeners who stayed tuned began sharing the feed, trying to warn others online that Marcus was tampering with the broadcast. Meanwhile, Marcus burst into the control room, mask still on, but visibly angry. You think you can expose me, Harper? You think the world will see your truth? Jax, terrified but defiant, faced him. Yes. The world will see. Your lies end here. Lila stepped forward, holding the laptop with all evidence. Everything you did, Marcus. Every fake clip, every edit, every post, documented. And now it's too late. Marcus' mask slipped slightly as he lunged, but security arrived just in time, restraining him. Jax collapsed into his chair, shaking. I can't believe this is happening. Lila whispered, you survived it. And you're still broadcasting the truth. That's all that matters. The social media response exploded. People began posting the emergency feed, sharing screenshots, exposing Marcus. Calls poured in, but this time supportive. Jax. We know the truth now. You're brave, man. I can't believe what Marcus tried to do. You didn't just survive a smear campaign, you survived a literal attack. Respect. Jax's chest heaved. Tears filled his eyes. For the first time all day, he felt relief, pride, and disbelief. The control room smelled of burnt electronics and sweat. Alarms still rang faintly in the background from the earlier power outage, but Jax Harper was alive. That was all that mattered. He sank into the chair, hands shaking, trying to catch his breath. Lila crouched beside him, gently gripping his arm. You're okay, she said. You made it through the chaos. You stayed on air. And people are listening. He swallowed hard, voice hoarse. I can't believe this. He almost. I don't even want to think about what could have happened if security hadn't arrived in time. You don't have to, Lila said. What matters is you're here, broadcasting the truth. Marcus is restrained, and everyone can see exactly what he's done. Jax's phone buzzed like a machine gun. Notifications, messages, social media mentions. Tweets poured in. Jax Harper survived a life sabotage. Absolute hero. Marcus tried to ruin him and even break into the station. Unreal. Truth wins. Finally, justice for Jax. He scrolled, stunned. People weren't angry at him anymore. They were cheering him on, sending messages of support. It was overwhelming. Relief and disbelief battled inside him. Carla came into the room, still pale but smiling. It's spreading fast. Everyone is seeing the truth now. Your original clip, the emergency feed, everything, it's viral. People are on your side. Jax let out a shaky laugh. Viral for the right reasons this time. I never thought I'd say that. They brought Marcus into the station lobby for the public statement. News crews and reporters gathered, cameras flashing. Marcus, flustered and maskless now, tried to maintain his smugness, but the fear in his eyes betrayed him. Jax stepped forward, his voice steady but firm. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the truth. Marcus Thompson, my colleague and rival, edited clips of me to make it look like I insulted the mayor. He spread lies, manipulated social media, even attempted to hack our live feed, and broke into the station to stop me from broadcasting the truth. Gasp filled the room. Cameras zoomed in. Marcus' face paled as Jax continued. I have all the evidence, Jax said, holding up his laptop. Every edit, every fake post, every clip he tried to manipulate, documented. And the public can see it. The lies end here. Lila stepped forward, handing reporters screenshots and timestamps. This isn't just about Jax, she said. It's about truth, integrity, and accountability. Everyone has a right to see what actually happened. Marcus stammered. That's not. I was just lying. Jax interjected sharply. Yes. That's exactly what you were doing. And now everyone knows it. Marcus glared, shaking with anger, but the room was no longer his stage. The public, the media, the listeners, everyone was focused on the truth. Outside, the hashtag Justice for Jax exploded. Clips of the emergency broadcast, the original recording, and Jax's confrontation with Marcus flooded social media. Memes celebrating Jax's survival and courage went viral. Jax Harper is brave as hell, one tweet read. Marcus tried to destroy him and failed. Epic, another said. Never underestimate someone with the truth on their side, a third chimed. Even some former detractors called or sent messages apologizing. I believe the fake clip, one texted. I'm sorry. You didn't deserve this. Jax stared at his phone, overwhelmed. I can't believe this, people actually understand now. Lila smiled softly. The truth is louder than lies, Jackson. You just had to survive long enough for everyone to hear it. After the chaos, the station was quiet. Jax sat in the studio chair, exhausted, feeling a mix of relief, disbelief, and lingering adrenaline. Lila leaned against the console. You know, Jax said, voice soft, I never thought a pizza delivery girl would save my career. And, maybe more than my career. Lila laughed. And you never thought you'd need one. Life's messy like that. He looked at her seriously. I mean it, Lila. You believed in me when nobody else did. You stayed calm when I wanted to panic. You risked everything. I owe you more than I can say. She shrugged, smiling faintly. You don't owe me anything. I did it because it was right. But I'm glad it worked out. And I'm glad you're okay. Jax leaned back, taking a deep breath. I feel like I've learned something. Not just about work or Marcus or social media, but about trust. About standing up when it matters. About people who have your back. Lila's eyes softened. You did it. And you realized it the hard way. But now, you're stronger. Wiser. And maybe, a little more careful. He grinned, exhausted but warm. Careful, huh? I'll try. But no promises. They shared a small laugh, relief and exhaustion mingling. For the first time in days, the storm felt over. The next morning, Jax returned to live radio. The on-air light glowed, but this time, he wasn't nervous. He leaned into the mic, voice confident and steady. Good morning, everyone, he said warmly. This is Jax Harper, back on air. A little wiser, a little more careful, but still cracking jokes. Today, let's talk about traffic, funny stories, and maybe even the mayor's sense of humor. The phone lines lit up instantly, listeners calling in with laughter and support. Tweets flew in praising him, sharing the clip, expressing relief and joy. Jax smiled genuinely, feeling it in his chest. He had survived the storm, exposed the liar, and reclaimed his life. Lila watched from the booth, smiling too. He caught her eye and nodded, a silent thanks passing between them. Together, they had weathered chaos and come out stronger. Later, at home, Jax scrolled through social media, still buzzing from the previous day. Every notification now was good news. Listeners, coworkers, even strangers were congratulating him. He leaned back, exhausted but happy, thinking about the danger Marcus had posed, the power of lies, and the resilience of truth. Lila, he said softly over the phone, I think this is really over. And honestly, I couldn't have done it without you. She smiled faintly. One battle at a time. But, maybe keep an eye out. People like Marcus sometimes don't stay down for long. Jax laughed, shaking his head. Yeah, but right now, I feel ready. I survived this one. And I'm not backing down from the truth again. The camera, or in a YouTube adaptation, the story, pulls back, showing the city lights outside his apartment window. The chaos had passed, the liar was exposed, and Jax Harper had proven that truth, courage, and determination could survive even the most dangerous, manipulative attacks. And somewhere, faintly, a new story was already waiting. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button for more new stories.